Are you struggling with what your children should watch at home? Are you struggling with what your children watch on YouTube? Hey parent out there, my fellow parent out there, welcome to my show. Here is the NASCOM YouTube channel, and today I'm bringing you the top 10 YouTube channels that kids can watch, educational YouTube channels that I've been looking at, researched and looked at their videos, and I see they're appropriate for our children, for your children, that you can sit and watch with your children without feeling any awkwardness or any uncomfortable. They are pure educational. Before we get started, hit subscribe and hey, give me a like and comment and let me know what are the top channels that you like your kids to watch. But I've made some research for you, and when your kid grab their phone or when you're seated on a computer, this is a great channel you can watch with your kids. Very informative and very educational. Now, this ranking does not mean that number one is the best. I'm just giving you a list that whenever you're searching YouTube and you want to watch something, your kids to learn something, these are the channels that the kids can watch on YouTube. Number one, I would say Book. I've watched Book, animation, great. The production is good. They teach kids about everything, shapes, sizes, numbers, things kids learn in school, kids of all ages, and it's good for younger kids. Learning from basic 1, 2, 3 to blue, green, light. The only challenge is that there's no human being talking in it, so the sensory, where kids are getting used these days to a lot of moving parts, the brain is moving quickly, but that's animation and what kids are watching. However, this one is purely educational. Number two, Katie's Classroom. Now, Katie's Classroom is very interesting. Actually, she's very educational. She's a real human being. She stands there and talks and tells kids what she's going to do. Takes kids outside. We are going on a field trip. We are going to school. We are going to a hospital. We are going to fly. Appropriate for kids of all ages, less sensory, and kids learn anything about anything, especially if kids have never flown for the first time, if kids are going to go to school, if kids are going to go visit a doctor. Very good at explaining those parts in the language that kids understand, of all ages, starting from any age. They will really understand. Katie's Classroom, I like it. It's very good. Check it out. Number three is one of my favorite. Actually, I would rank it up high. It's Christian based, it's Bible based. It's called Superbook. Superbook has taken Bible storytelling to kids at a very different level. They take kids from our modern world and take them back way in times during biblical times, and then they go through the stories of Solomon and creation and David and Jonah, all the best Bible stories of Jesus and John the Baptist. But these kids live now, then they go backwards in time and live in those biblical times. The kids interact with the biblical characters of Solomon and then they come back to the world that they live in to apply the lessons they learned to their daily life about school, bullying, fighting, cheating, and they use the biblical lessons and full of good animations too. But again, they combine animations and real life stories. So great, I like it. I would give it a thumbs up. I would actually rank it very high on the list. Try it out, Superbook. It's Christian and Bible based. Next up, number four is Homeschool Pop. Now, Homeschool Pop, I think it's Homeschool Pop. Yeah, Homeschool Pop. Homeschool Pop. Homeschool Pop. Homeschool. A lot of homeschooling parents like it. Teaches everything that kids need to learn, from explaining consonants, vowels, pronunciation, English, math, anything that you need to learn. And is actually teaching kids is animation but less sensory. There's not a whole lot of parts moving, so I like it. Homeschool Pop, look for it, you'll love it. Great, I enjoy it. Number five is Jack Hitman Kids Music. Now, Jack Hitman Kids Music teaches kids but using music. So it's very interesting. He's quite an older gentleman, but he teaches kids through music, and then he sings as he teaches. He sings as he teaches 1, 2, 3. He sings as teaching ABC. He teaches as sing pronunciations, different things. So appropriate for all ages. Check him out. Next up on my list is the Nat Gear for kids. Now, for those of you that have cable, there's the Nat Gear World channel on cable that we watch about animals, about anything you want to watch, adventures, especially animals around the world. Now, there's a version for kids called Nat Gear Kids, doing the same but now teaching kids about animals. Yes, educational, purely education. Check it out, it's great for kids. I would love it if you are watching it with your kids. Both kids and adults can enjoy it, but check it out. Kids are seated on your TV, grab that app, put Nat Gear for Kids. Let me know how they enjoyed seeing different kinds of animals that we enjoy watching, but somehow they managed to tell it in kids language, but still the same concept of showing all the animals from around the world. I'll stop right here for the 5. I'll bring the next 5 in the next video. Make sure you subscribe here to my YouTube channel. I want to keep them short so that you can look at this 5, and the next time I'll bring the next 5, and then you let me know what do you put for your kids to watch. Do your kids like watching cartoons? Whatever channel your kids like watching that you've gone through and you enjoy, and you think other parents can also, or other parents would love their kids to watch them, because parents out there are struggling with what should my kids watch. So let me know what your kids are watching. If you found something great that is educational for your children, let me know. Now, some of the channels that I've suggested to you may not be exactly what you believe in terms of belief system. However, they are very great in education. They are child appropriate, and if there's anything there that you see that says, oh, I don't believe that, it can be a great conversation starter with your child, because wherever your kid goes in school and around the world, they'll get these things, they will hear these conversations. So don't shy away from them sharing with your children. For example, you are a Christian and your kids watching something with you, and they say the world was created through a Big Bang theory, and then you're like, no, we don't believe that, God created the world. Now it's a great time to start sharing with your child how the world was made. Share your view, they share your view, you're teaching, because when they go to school, that's what they're taught. And if you shy away from such thing, oh, I don't believe that, I don't want to talk about it, the kids are talking about it and they are learning about it. So I would like you to be the first person to start this conversation. Go ahead, hit subscribe, like, comment, let me know what you watch with your kids, what YouTube channels or what channels on TV you like watching with your kids, and then we'll share with other parents. I'll be coming with part 2 next up in the next video. Thank you very much.